What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. It's hump day. That's my favorite day of the week. You already know. We are on propsmadeeasy.com. Only $20 a month for the tools you're about to see me utilize in this video to show y'all the best expected value spots throughout the industry. We're going to talk WNBA. We're going to talk some NBA Summer League. And yeah, we're going to get to this money nonetheless. Last couple days when it's just been WNBA, your boy has been like break even. I've been going even both days. You know, I'll hit half, I'll miss half, and I'll be right around break even, whether it's slightly over break even or slightly under break even. I'm right there at break even last few days. Which means your boy due for a big positive. You feel what I'm saying? At least I'm hoping so. All you can do in this industry is continue to play those best expected value spots, man. Continue to play sharp. That way you know you'll be up in the end. We are up units in the personal Discord where I put my personal plays at. If you guys want to join that up, you can. There's a weekly option and a monthly option. I'll put the link to be able to join in and get my personal bets every day down in the comment section. Again, though, if you join my Discord, you have to make sure you have a NoVig or ProfitX account. Yes, you can join if you have another account and try to get as close to the odds we're getting on NoVig. But the most efficient value you'll get from our Discord is having NoVig or ProfitX, which is available in 40 states. So most of you should be able to. So definitely go and make sure you get access to those two before joining the Discord, or if you already have it, perfect, because we attack those spots on a consistent basis. That's where a lot of amazing value is, and your boy consistently on it, putting out the best value and playing the best value every single day. So if you guys want to grow that bankroll with your boy, we are in stack mode coming into NFL season, man. We have like a month and a half until NFL. Crazy. All right? Crazy. Super excited for NFL season. We've got some preseason and stuff too. We'll probably be doing some bets on preseason. So it's about to get active in the sports betting world, man. So if you haven't joined yet for propsmadeeasy.com, only $20 a month for these EV tools. Or you can join your boys' Discord and get personal plays from me, yours truly. All right? Let's go ahead and have an amazing day. I will say this morning there has been a plethora of WNBA bets. I've already posted like 7 or 8 of them in the premium Discord. There has been a plethora of amazing WNBA spots this morning that we have been absolutely attacking. So yeah, there's a lot of value to talk about. Let's start off with WNBA on Prizepicks. First thing I'm going to do is, as you can see, some of these top plays, 3 consensus books, 7 consensus books, and I talk about it in the other videos. One of the biggest advantages, one of the bigger advantages that you have with Props Made Easy is the fact that you can immediately see how many books make up an EV, because that is important. There's other tools out here that will be comparing to one book and tell you a play is an amazing play. Comparing to one book's not enough data to really confidently be able to say that. That's why we don't do that. We try to keep it. We try to make sure y'all have a ability to be able to, you know, see immediately how many books are built into those consensus odds. Nonetheless, you can play these, but just keep in mind that there's not as many consensus books built into them. Now, one thing I like to do is go to high EV heat over here on filters. That way it shows me plays that are 30 or more consensus books and 5% or higher EV. So they are more confident plays. They're plays that I feel better about because there's a solid sample of consensus books making up the consensus odds. And then when compared to the odds that you're getting on Prizepicks, it's in a great EV spot. All right, so Gabby Williams over 4.5 rebounds at 5.5 EV percent, minus 134 consensus on the over. And you're getting an even payout on either side on Prizepicks. So 5.5 EV over 4.5 rebounds for Gabby Williams is a good place to start over on Prizepicks. Lee Yuru, under 6.5 rebounds, 5.14 EV, minus 133 are the consensus among 35 books for the under 6.5 rebounds for Lee. Again, why are these two plays significant, and why are these two plays that I would lean over the 7 and stuff that we just saw on the regular spot? Like if we go back to all EV, why do I lean with those over this? Because this right here means a lot to me. The more books you have built into this consensus number, remember this many books is what makes up this average. And then this compared to the odds you get on Prizepicks, which is minus 119 on either side, depending on what type of slip type you make, is what gives us this. Okay? So at the end of the day, the more of this you have, the more accurate that's going to be when comparing and getting you that. So if you have the over 5% EV and there's 36 books built into it or 35 books built into it, you can feel more confident on this. Now, does what's wrong with me? Does this mean you'll never miss? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, okay? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, if you're consistently playing the plus EV spots, you will be profitable long term. The difference between people who become profitable and people who don't are the people who don't become profitable don't stick to EV long term. They'll do it, have some success, and then the moment they lose or have a down stretch, they give up on it. The moment they don't have success, they give up. And I've talked about this a million times. One of the amazing things that sports betting can really develop inside of you is the ability to push through adversity. Because with sports betting, you're going to have adversity no matter what. And that's something you can utilize in your real life as well. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, a lot of these successful people you see in life, they have failed a million times before they found success. A lot of people who were financially stable struggled for a long time and failed and failed and failed until they got financially stable. Those failures are what grew them into who they are today. And you have to fail. Some of the younger folks watching me right now, I'm 34 years old. I've been through some life. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a dad. I'm a husband, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like I've been through this shit, and I'm trying to, hopefully you guys can take my advice early on, and that way you can avoid some heartbreak later on. But trust me, failure is one of the best things that will happen to you because that means you're trying. There's a lot of people that I've had close to me who are still in regular ass positions in life and positions they hate being in because they're too scared to fail. They're too scared to get out of their comfort zone and go after something that they may fail at. And so they were never able to cross over that barrier and become successful. And it's unfortunate. But it's something that you can really develop in the sports betting world, because in the sports betting world, you're going to fail. So if you can fail in the sports betting world over and over and over, but yet stick the same process and keep pushing, that is a mentality that will have you successful. All right? Anyway, so those two plays I really like there. Let's check out some NBA Summer League. And then we'll go back to NBA and WNBA and look over all books. All right, so for NBA Summer League today, we've got Terrence Shannon Jr.'s over 20.5 points at a 2.17 sportsbook differential. 22.67 is the sportsbook line across other books that have this line. Now, as I told y'all before, on sports like NBA Summer League and stuff like that, there's not a ton of books with odds for NBA Summer League plays. So instead, we'll just take all of the books that have the lines, average their line, and then compare that line to the line you're getting on Prizepicks, which is what you see here. 2.17 is the difference between this, where you're getting the line on Prizepicks, and where the sportsbook differential is everywhere else. So you want the over 20.5 points on Terrence Shannon Jr. at 2.17 sportsbook differential, because everywhere else the line's 22.67 on average when you average them all together. But you're getting it at 20.5. Same kind of situation as EV. All right, you're just grabbing a play that's at better value at one spot than it is everywhere else. Ryan Dunn, over 15.5 points at a 1.67 sportsbook differential. 17.17 is his average across the industry. You're getting it at 15.5. All right, Matas Buzelis, over 20.5 points at a 1.67. 22.17 is his average across the industry. You're getting it at 20.5. So those are kind of some of my favorites, those three. Terrence Shannon Jr. is going to be my absolute number one play for NBA Summer League on his over 20.5 points today. All right, let's go back to WNBA. And let's look at all books. Let's open it up real quick. Who's that just popped in? A big one for WNBA, but again, only 2 books. Can you still take these? Yes, you can, but just keep in mind that you don't have a huge amount of consensus books making up those odds. All right, just keep that in mind. If you want to make sure you only see plays with a good amount of odds, go to High EV Heat. Okay? High EV Heat will show you 30 or more books, 5% or higher EV. All right? All right, let's look at all books. All right, across all books, I do want to just look at High EV Heat. Okay. At the top of the list here, we have Tiffany Hayes, over 12.5 points at a plus 105 on Novig, giving her a 12.7 EV due to consensus being minus 122 across 35 books. Because we have High EV Heat selected, we know that every play we're going to see on the screen here is over 5% or higher EV and has 30 or more books baked into that consensus count. That's making up the consensus odds when compared to this is giving us this. Okay, so everything is on point for us. The reason why this play is so amazing is because on Novig, and as you can see, look at all the Novig value. Why do you think your boy attacks Novig and Profit X so much? That's where some of the best EV is every single day. All right. Tiffany Hayes, over 12.5 points is a great play because you can get it at Novig at plus 105, an underdog value on Novig for the over 12.5 points. Where when you look at the consensus among 35 books, they are favoring her at minus 122 odds to go over. So she is favored to go over 12.5 points on 35 other books, but yet you're getting her as an underdog at plus 105 on Novig. That is the exact technique. Those are the exact type of plays that you want to play. All right, now, if you have a low bankroll and you need more consistency, you can always use the sharp and safe filter at Props Made Easy. What that's going to do is the same thing as high EV heat, except every play is minus 120 or higher consensus odds already. Okay, as you can see, you see Novig right here. It's a little different when it comes to the DFS books for sharp and safe. This means that the sharp books are minus 140 or higher odds on this play. Okay, but when it comes to the regular books, every play that shows on sharp and safe are 5% or higher EV and minus 120 or higher favored already, which means they already have a higher implied probability to do what the PME pick is saying, yet still is high EV due to comparing the consensus odds. All right, and still has the 30 or more books. So this is going to be your best way to be as consistent as you can be in this industry. Wins are going to happen. Losses are going to happen. Both those things are facts, right? Losses are going to happen. There will never be in the history of sports betting and in the future of sports betting will somebody will be able to win 100%. That will never happen, and just you need to settle with that and understand that's just part of the game. The most successful way you can, though, is taking plays that are already higher implied probability that are still in that solid EV range, okay? Because that means sportsbooks already expect this to happen. Paige Bucker's over 4.5 assists is minus 120 on BetMGM. For the over 6.35 EV, minus 138 of the consensus among 37 books. The EV movement has gone up slightly at 0.93. Good spot there. Veronica Burton, under 1.5 3-pointers made, already favored on Novig at minus 125, yet it's minus 142 among 35 books. 5.63 EV. So some solid options and some easy ways for you to be able to find plays over at propsmadeeasy.com. Again, this is only $20 a month y'all see me utilize. Or you can join your boys' Discord and get my personal plays straight from me. The link is in the comment section down below if you want to do that. All right? Anyway, select all. All right, let's see. Let's do high EV heat. At the top of the list, see, okay. So plays like this, though, like even though it's a solid EV, this is still a long shot bet. All right? For a play like this, I would only put a quarter or half of my bankroll on it. All right? But going down one spot, you have the Seattle Storm, minus 4.5 point spread at minus 100 on Novig, where it's minus 113 among 96 books. That would be my favorite WNBA pick today. The Seattle Storm, minus 4.5 point spread at minus 100 on Novig at a 6.53 EV. All right? Fantastic spot there. Let's check out some NBA Summer League. All right. For NBA Summer League, we got a couple long shots plays at 300s, and then we have the money line for the Wizards at a 5.41 EV, minus 105 odds on DraftKings for the money line. 53 books are baked into a minus 117 average, but yeah, you're getting it at minus 105, making it the 5.41. So good spot on the Wizards money line. Orlando Magic money line on Bet365 at minus 110. It's minus 122 among the average among 49 books. You're getting it at minus 110. All right, you can grab the Magic on Bet365, Bovada, or Novig, all at minus 110 together. All right? Thank y'all for joining me as always. And as always, let's just keep stacking up, baby. Let's keep stacking up. We got NFL season quickly approaching. College football season quickly approaching. Like, shit is coming quick. Make sure y'all lock in at propsmadeeasy.com. It's only $20 a month for Props Made Easy. $20 a month. You can get your boys' personal bets every single day for $15. We have a $15 a week package or a $50 a month, I think it is, for my personal bets over in the premium Discord. Again, this is a sharp Discord. This is not some bullshit Discord. People, I'm not posting parlays. I'm not posting dumb shit. It's nothing but educated, sharp, plus EV bets over there. If you really want to bet plus EV and do it consistently and get the picks from your boy, then that is definitely a good move for you. Especially if you have Novig and ProfitX and you ready to grind. You feel me? Anyway, thank y'all for joining me as always. Let's get it, baby. I'm out. Peace.